right, here's some more elite college knowledge from Paradigm College Planning. Writing a college essay. Writing a college essay can be a daunting task. What to write about? How do you want to display yourself to the schools in written form? And a lot of people don't necessarily have an idea or a subject matter that they can easily write about. So for us, we say find something you're passionate about, and it doesn't have to be school related. It doesn't have to be subject matter related. One of the interviews and podcasts I've done was with a gentleman by the name of Larry Recton, who has taught English for 32 years and has helped hundreds of students submit essays for college. And if you can find a passion, he uses an example of mountain biking, and he lays this out where it was, the first time I saw the Trex 3400 mountain bike and I looked down this really difficult trail, I knew this is what I wanted to do. And the idea is you use the story, the anecdote of the mountain bike itself to intro the subject matter, so it's a good hook right in the beginning for the schools. Another one, I remember the best and most influential essay I read was, it started off as, I remember the first time I held a human brain. Wow, right? That'll catch you. And then you're kind of like, well, how does a kid get access to a human brain? Well, it was a cadaver lab, and he wants to be a doctor, he wants to be a pathologist, and so that was kind of his hook. And then he went on to tell how he was motivated and how much work he did to achieve the outcome he desires. But it was really powerful start. Another one was, I think it was, I remember, and it had to do with a dissected frog, and the hook was very powerful in the beginning. As I remember the first time I held a dissected frog, and I saw its lung had a greenish hue, and I realized I was holding a diseased frog. It was that moment I realized I wanted to be, and so on and so forth. And if you don't have something that is influential like that, think about it. Wait for an experience to come up that you can write about, or transition an experience that you had in the past and think through how it affected you. Whatever the passion is, and I can't stress that enough, because it's much easier to write about something you're passionate about than it is to write about something that you really don't care about and you're just trying to get it done. This is not a moment to get it done. Don't be afraid to be braggadocious. Don't be afraid to say, another example that Larry talks about in our podcast interview is the idea that the student was studying a very difficult piece of music, and so I remember something to the tune of, like, I remember how difficult it was to master this high level composition. And it was that moment I realized that I wanted to pursue the piano for the rest of my life. Something in that nature. And that's not a really strong one. I like the human brain, the mountain bike, that type of stuff. But figure that anecdote out and do it. And then don't be afraid to tell the schools who you are, right? What motivates you, what drives you, why you are where you are, and how you develop that way. Obviously, college, high school, all that is a requirement of existence, really, but something along the way has to motivate a student or an individual. They have to be interested in something, even if it's a video game. It doesn't matter, as long as it shows they're looking for the quality of the writing, but they're also looking for an in-depth opinion and view of who you are from yourself. So don't be afraid to give it to them. I would stay away from things that could denigrate another populace. So religion, it's okay to talk about your faith if you want to, but don't do it at the expense of another faith or another religion. Politics the same way. You can talk about why you believe a certain way, but don't make it combative to the other end. It's a matter of not, you don't know who the reader is or what their opinion or viewpoint is. And so you don't want to get into an argument in an essay. You're simply putting forth your side of belief and why you do what you do. So again, I think it's very important, if you have the ability to write about something you really enjoy, it'll make the exercise a lot easier. It'll make the essay a lot better. And it'll probably come off in a more sincere manner. And I think that's what's important in the essay. They want to know who you are, so let them in. That's the moment and the opportunity you have to do it. Everything else is a statistical thing on paper, right? Do you check the box? Have you, joined a club and stayed with the club and, risen in the ranks for the club? All that stuff is itemized on resumes, on, your transcript, on your application. The essay is a time to get into who you are as a person. So make sure you're striving to meet that. And that's elite college knowledge.